Assalamu alaikum, my respected teachers and my fellows. My name is Usmanul Haq. I stand before you today to present the remarkable work of one of our very own students. A brilliant and dedicated individual has created an incredible project, a student grade management system using C++ programming. This project is a dynamic and efficient way to manage and track student grades. The system allows teachers and administrators to add student information, input marks of various subjects, calculate grades, and display detailed student data, all in a simple and user-friendly interface. First of all, we use IOStream. This includes the output stream library, which allows us to use cin out for taking input from the user and displaying output on the screen. Then we use vector. This includes the vector library. A vector is a dynamic array in C++ that can grow or shrink in size, making it ideal for handling an unknown number of students for each student. Then we use string for string numbers, and then IO man if this is included for formatting output, particularly useful and when displaying floating points number. And then we use structure that defines data structure for a student. Int sap id, a unique identifier for each student. String name stores the student names. Vector float marks, a dynamic array to store marks for each student. A vector to store grades assigned to each subject based on the marks. Float average stores the average marks of the student. Character grade stores the overall grade of the student. The grade can be A, B, C, D, or maybe etc. Then we use declarations and functions in the program. We add students. These functions add a new student to the students vector. Display students. This function displays the information of all students stored in the vector. Calculated grades. This function calculates and assigns grades based on marks and averages. Assign grades, a helper function that returns the grade based on the mark. Then we use vector. This declares a vector of student structs to store all the students' data. Integer choice. This variable is used to store the user's menu choice for the system. A do-while loop is used to continuously display the menu and allow the user to make choices until the program is executed. And then we use the switch statements, evaluates the user's choice. In case 1 calls the add student function to input data for a new student. In case 2 calls the display students function to display the details of all students. In case 3 calls the calculate grades function to calculate grade for all students based on their mark. In case 4 exit the program with a message. Default case display an error message for invalid input. And then we use the for loop, and then the user is asked to enter the number of subjects and the marks and subject grades vectors and resized accordingly. The user is then prompted to input marks for each subject. The new student's data is then added to student's vector. And then display functions. This function displays all student information stored in the student's vector. It checks if there are any student to display, and if not, it outputs a message. For each student, the program prints their SAP ID, name, average overall grade, and subject specific grades. And then we use calculate grade function. This function assigns a grade based on their mark, provided if the mark is 90 or above, the grade is A, between 80 and 90 is B, and so on. If the mark is below 60, the grade is F. At the end, I will told you about the conclusion of this program. This program efficiently manages student grade data. It allows for adding students, displaying their information, calculating grades based on marks, and assigning appropriate letter grades. The use of vector and structure makes the program scalable and flexible. The grading system provides a clear evaluation of each student's performance. And then we will run the program. First of all, we add the students data, full data, names, app id, etc. And then we will calculate the grades. And then we will display the grades. At the end, we will exit from the program. And thank you for watching.